Our first guests today are Doctors Tori and Justin Asbury, who are both joining Novant Health Oceanside Family Medicine practices. Welcome to the show today, guys. It's such a pleasure to have you, and I am so excited to hear about you all and learn and get to know you guys. So let's start off by talking about your education and your background. And we'll start with you, Justin. Where did you go to school?
I actually grew up in Kansas, and although all my family is back east this way, that's where I spent most of my life. So I went to undergrad out that way. For med school, I actually came back to the osteopathic school at Virginia Tech in Southwest Virginia.
Oh, yeah, awesome school.
So did my time there, and then our residency training for family medicine we did out near Newport News, near Virginia Beachway. So we were there for 3 years then as well.
Oh, that's interesting. Tori, how about you? Where'd you grow up?
Originally in Florida and in Baltimore, Maryland.
Oh, great places.
Yeah, so then left Baltimore and went to East Tennessee for undergrad, a small liberal arts school there called Milligan College, and then up to Blacksburg for med school at Virginia Tech, and that's where we met and did residency together in Newport News.
So you did your residency together. I bet that was tough. That's such a hard part of your career.
That's all we know from med school and residency. So.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, we're excited to have you here, and that you've decided to join Novant Health. We think that's great. So, I'm curious, what brought you to Brunswick County or to this area?
I would say my love for the area probably started as a kid, of course, coming to the beaches here.
Of course.
So I always did that growing up.
Which beach did you go to?
Ocean Isle.
Oh, yeah, that's a great beach.
Even before my time, my mom as a kid, I even came up there.
Sure.
And then when we met, we actually got married down at Ocean Isle.
Did you
as well.
really? Oh, that's great.
And since then, we've come several times a year, always visiting and bringing our 2 little kids as well. It's an area that we did some med school rotations in Wilmington, and so we always had that desire or dream to possibly get down to this area, looking more permanent. So when we started taking notice to Novant, expanding down here, it seemed like the perfect time and opportunity for us, really.
Yeah, it sounds like a perfect fit.
Yeah.
And you all be beach bums now.
That's right.
Like the rest of us.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I know that both of you have joined Novant Health Oceanside Family Medicine, but in 2 different locations, I believe. Where will each of you be practicing? And Tori, we'll start with you.
I'll be in their Southport location, down on House Street.
That's with Dr. Moore and Dr. Pilar Johnson.
Right.
That's an excellent practice, and I think you'll be a great addition to that practice. And how about you, Justin?
I'm actually joining Dr. Ken Hamby, who's up near Novant's hospital right there, and he just joined this past year as well.
Right, and that's at our Bolivia, the Bolivia office. So that's great. Now, we did talk a little bit about the other physicians. As you said, you'll be joining Dr. Hamby, and you'll be joining Dr. Moore and Dr. Johnson. So, do you have a specific age group that you prefer to treat or that you do treat? Could you talk to me a little bit about that?
Both of us actually are fairly comfortable with all ages. We see newborns on up.
Really?
I think that for me and for both of us, the whole family concept is why we did family practice. And seeing newborns and their parents and their grandparents and beyond is really just a big benefit for what we like to offer and what we like to do.
Where we were at before, near Johnson City, Tennessee, for the last 3 years practicing, that's what we did. And we took care. We actually did newborn nursery even in the hospital there, and we would see literally generations on up for the family. So we worked together. So it was a great family feel to kind of see that and offer that to people.
So you both worked together in your past experience. Yeah, I think that whole family concept is great because there's something to be said of that family dynamic that's going on, and oftentimes it affects everyone in a different way, and to be able to know what's going on in the rest of the family is probably a real big bonus.
Right.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, that's great. Other than seeing the whole family, do you have any special interests that you'd like to discuss?
aside from, pediatrics and the whole family, I really do like women's health a lot.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
So that's a big interest of mine. And then just a lot of preventative medication, not medications, but preventative medicine.
Right.
Health and wellness, exercise, lifestyle choices that can prevent diseases, I think is a really big interest of mine.
I would agree with some of that same thing. Preventative medicine, lifestyle, a big area that we both focus on together. Sports medicine,
Oh, really?
musculoskeletal stuff is another big interest and area that I would definitely focus on as well.
And would you do like exercise physicals, like sports physicals for kids
some of
going
that.
to school?
We've covered some high school athletics and even back to some of our training at Virginia Tech, the sports med program. We were able to get exposed to a lot of different things at the college level as well. So it's a big area as well that I'm interested in.
Well, I guess you are all accepting. You all are accepting new patients, right?
Right.
We are, definitely. We just opened actually September 22nd, so still taking new patients for both of us here.
That's great. If our viewers out there would like to schedule an appointment with you, how might they do that?
A couple options. But for the Bolivia office, our phone number 910-721-4100. You can also go online to NHOceansideFamilyMedicine.org, and you can get more information there. You can also schedule appointments online.
Right. For Southport, the same website will get you some information, and then the number in Southport is 910-454-4032.
Well, it has been such a pleasure to get to know you guys, and I look forward to working with you as you go into practice here. So, but before we close, is there anything that you would like to add or let our viewers know about you or your practice?
We're just really excited to be here and to get into the area and to really get established in the community for us and for our children, getting them involved. And our little son is going to start soccer next couple of weeks, so we're just real excited to get started.
Yeah, I mean, a big thing for Novant and for us is going to be getting plugged in with some of the community outreach and health fairs, and I think that's a big thing that we'll be able to get out there and connect with people and meet people to help take care of families, but also to help our family as well. So we're really excited.
Right, yeah. Novant is very dedicated to promotion of wellness and through health fairs and things like that, and I think you would be a great addition to that venue. So
Thank you.
Thanks again for being with us today, and I look forward to you guys coming back and telling me how it's going. Would you agree to do that?
Definitely.
Sounds good.
We'd love to. Thanks for having us.
Awesome.